Well, hello there, and welcome to a very late evening, 9:29 on a Sunday night, of what's been yet again another bloody rainy day in Scotland. A little addition to the garage. I took this yesterday, or I received it yesterday, and I'm going to leave it for all you experts to identify the bike just by the dash, and there will be guys out there who will recognise it right away. They will recognise the sound of the bike. But it's a bike that well, this is my fifth one, and I sold my last one when I didn't really want to. It was just sort of circumstances at the time. Really, I had to, or it was better that I did. And regretted it, and always thought if I could chase another one down, I would. Getting very hard to find in good condition nowadays. Now, I can give you clues, and again, it will probably only mean something to the people who know this bike inside out. But this was the fastest production bike when it came out, and it ruled the roost for 5-6 years until its crown was stolen by another bike manufacturer, by another famous bike. Now, you have to forgive me, I've not put gloves or anything on because I've just had time to nip out with it to give it a wee bash, because I haven't ridden it yet. So I thought it'd be nice for you to capture my first time on the bike, and obviously fingers crossed there's no serious problems with it, because I didn't see the bike. I bought it blind, and it took about 4 months before it actually arrived on my doorstep. I'd done all the obvious usual checks and so forth, but it was bought on good faith, really. And I've got to say, looking over the bike, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with it. It really looks fantastic. It's got one minor thing on the mudguard that needs repaired. It's a common fault on these. Again, another clue. It's a common fault on this model, but I'll sort that out. But other than that, the condition of the bike is absolutely fantastic, and it has its original exhaust, and it looks in very good condition, which is really unusual. Now, the bike is 27 years old. It's only done 21,500 miles. It's got a pretty good service book to back that up, so I'm quite confident that it's the case. And one of the owners had it for 15 years, so the previous owner, basically, I think before it was bought by the dealership that bought it, had it for 15 years. So that's always a good sign on any bike you buy. Now, as you can see, the light is beginning to fall, so I am just going to take it for a quick run. I'm obviously not going to have a walk around, because that will give the game away if it's a game that I'm playing. But the power that these bikes have got is just beautiful. It's so linear. Now, this one's had upgraded brake hoses and so forth. The brakes feel very good on it. And so far everything is just working beautifully. I'm going to do a particular thing that I want to do, and that is make sure I've got it in first. Just a testing of a gear, and the sound begins to give the beautiful bike away, doesn't it? When you open it up like that, it begins to give the game away a little bit if you're a inline 4 lover. it'll start to ring bells. Certainly the manufacturer will ring bells. Because only they can make that inline 4 sound the way it does. Now it's very much a dying breed, this bike. There's less and less of them around, and a lot of them that are left are pretty much, a lot of them are quite shabby. It's hard to find a clean original one that looks in good condition, that looks original. A lot have been really wrecked in a way and not looked after. They are bikes that will eat consumables, like a kid in a candy store. So you've got to keep on top of the maintenance. They are pretty good bikes to maintain, really. They're a good old-fashioned bike that the home mechanic can still have a good go at. And you can just hear that engine. So far everything is working absolutely beautifully. This is a really nice example of this bike. The roads are a little bit greasy because of the rain that we've had. But that is sounding rather nice. And that is my yesteryear sound. That is what bikes were in my best years. Call it quits to that. I'm going to turn back round now. It's going to be difficult because I know that I'm going to have people turning in here. I knew that was going to be a slight problem. It's very late in the evening. I really just wanted to give it a blast. That was my idea, just to get it out, make sure everything was okay. And I'm more than happy with it. It's absolutely fantastic. Now this was a bike that, when it came out in the 90s, at that particular time I couldn't afford motorbikes. The only motorbikes I could afford were bikes that I could fix. And at the particular time that I got to see this bike for the first time, I was at college and university as a mature student, and my brother had one of these brand new